Alright. Right now I'm going to trade. I think we're all good to trade. Sell. Fucking put me in, man. Okay. We are in, god damn it. If you followed your plan, it's a good trade. Yeah. I've followed my plan, but there's always a bit of doubt that's implemented into everyone's mind, a bit of fear. When you're in the market, there's always fear implemented into you. Like now, when you're in profit and then it just goes zip back up. Halfway to stop loss. We might need to throw in a magnet. Oh, my stop loss is getting absolutely shit on.
Good morning everyone, it is day 31 of going all in on day trading until I am profitable. Today it is Tuesday, right now it's about 9 AM and the plan for today is really the same as every other day. Wake up, do my recording, do my cardio, stretching, eat, take the dog on a walk, come back from that, probably just doss about for a bit, and then it'll be time to go live and trade. So if you guys aren't already live, subscribe, and then you'll never miss a live stream, and join the Discord so you know when I'm live. But a little recap of yesterday, we didn't end up taking any trades. Now, like I said, I know a lot of people took shorts on Monday, but for me, if I took shorts, if I got impatient from my longs not setting up, and I took a short, I would have lost that trade. I would have lost that trade. I would have got caught in the chop before we ended up moving down to the new week opening gap. So, really good patience from me yesterday. Like, really good patience. I'm really happy with that. And I'm not going to let anyone tell me that I was wrong and that I shouldn't have just been at the sidelines. I know I did the right thing. Good improvements in the patience. And so that's really all I can ask for, just to keep improving. Follow the strategy. An interesting perspective I had from, I was just speaking to my dad about trading last night, and I was thinking, it's crazy how the last 2 weeks of trading have made me, like, literally have shown me that if I just keep sticking to my strategy, I mean, those last 2 weeks did have incredible price action, but if I just stick to my strategy, like, everything I want with trading is possible. And that sounds so obvious, but I've literally seen it in real time. And I feel like it's hard to have 100% conviction of that if you haven't actually seen it happen for you when you've been doing it. Like, last week was an absolutely one of my best weeks. There were still mistakes in the week, but last week and the week before combined has been my two literally best weeks. And there's still stuff to improve on. It wasn't like perfect. There's still stuff to improve on, which is the fun of it. Like, you keep on improving. But I don't know. I just thought, I just had this thing like, damn, if I literally keep doing what I'm already doing, I'm gonna see the profits I want to see in trading over a course of time. But going into today, I'm gonna make sure, because usually after I haven't taken a trade for 3 days, so you got Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and I haven't taken a win since Wednesday, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So I haven't taken a win in, or Tuesday. I haven't taken a win in 6 days. Usually that makes me kind of rush into trades and maybe take trades that aren't so good. So right now I'm just being mindful to the fact that usually when I haven't taken a trade in 3 days and I haven't taken a win in double that, usually, historically, I'll start taking some shitty trades just because I'm getting desperate for a win at this point. But I've got to realise from backtesting that sometimes I don't take a win for like 10 days. Yeah? And in the live markets, that might even be 2 weeks without taking a win. Because in the live markets, I'm not at the point yet where I can trade perfectly in the live markets. For example, like on Friday, if I was doing back testing, that trade would be a winner. But in the live markets, I just the slightest fuck up with stop loss placement, and it's like that's why I'm taking some more losses and not as many winners. But hey, I could go 2 weeks without a winner. But at the same time, that doesn't mean I'm going to have a ton of losers. It might just mean I don't take any trades for a duration of time. And I shouldn't be taking any trades, and I shouldn't be trying to, because maybe there's nothing. Maybe there's legitimately, for 2 weeks straight, there might literally be nothing in the market. So I just have to be prepared. Just keep being patient. Don't fold under the pressure of the chat in the live stream. And I think everything should be okay. But right now, finish up this cardio, make it a little harder, and then we'll do stretching. One thing that I was wondering about the kind of, I don't know about psychology side of trading. I guess it does link to psychology, but the kind of stuff you do off the charts is, I wonder how necessary it actually is to be disciplined off the charts, to be disciplined on the charts. Because I see a lot of traders, and I know it's just TikToks and you should not listen to TikToks, and I'm not listening to it, I'm just curious. Why are there so many people who are, well, they're saying they're making money, and then they also say they just fuck around the whole day. So I wonder if during the learning process, I got some dude looking at me. Why is he just staring at me? What the fuck? Oh. Oh. So basically, I wonder if during the learning process, you actually, well, do you have to have all the discipline off the charts? Because that's what I've been doing, and it's working for me, so I'm going to keep doing it. But I wonder if, like why do some people, I wonder if it's just like a genetic gift, because that's something that's never really talked about in trading, is literally like genetics. Well, maybe not genetics, but the way you've been brought up definitely determines how well you will do in trading. And I would also argue that people who aren't as smart in like a social norm sense also are better at trading. So, I mean, that's completely off what I began the conversation with. But it's interesting that, like, you're literally like, I mean, it's the same with everything. Like, look at sports, like, sport I'm into, bodybuilding, like, that's entirely genetic based. Basketball, genetics based. I don't know how much, like, something like rugby or football is genetic based, but I'm sure that's genetic based. Like, you hear about genetics in sports all the time, but with stuff like jobs, you never hear like, oh yeah, he's got a genetic blessing for that. But I think genetics probably do have something to do with how good you are as a trader and the way you've been brought up. As I said, holy, I'm sweating so much. Which is probably why some people can get away with half-arsing trading, because they've just been predisposed. They've been predisposed their whole life to be like set up optimally for trading. So that's probably why I see some people kind of be able to get away with putting in very minimal effort and do well. But a lot of people think they're doing well when they're not. And beginner's luck is a massive thing. Like I was talking to a beginner the other day. I've talked to a few like complete beginners who think like, and this one guy was messaging me saying like, this shit's so easy. Like, why is this even hard? Like, all you've got to do is do this, do this, do this. And it's like, he was like, oh yeah, and I've already made money on my demo account.
I'm just there like, bro, you have no idea. It's that beginner look. But I'm going to wrap this up and then we'll get into pre-market analysis. So it is currently 2 p.m. Time for some pre-market analysis. So let's get into it. First off, TradingView has changed the tabs here. They're highlighted differently. That's why they used to be highlighted blue. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. So daily looks bullish. 4 hour. There's not really much to go off. Like we haven't inversed this gap here. There has not been an inversion, but there's been so much chop, it's been rebalanced. I can really expect to push up to these highs on the 4 hour. On a 1 hour level, yes, we do have an imbalance which looks like it's going to be formed in the next 6 minutes. But we took out Asia lows and London lows were here. So London lows have been taken, Asia lows have been taken. It looks nice for longs, obviously, like I said, we do have this 1 hour imbalance. That looks like it's going to be formed, however, there's still another 57 minutes until the macro. So that could well get inversed in the next hour. This gap that gets formed, if this gets inversed, I'm long all day. I might even be long before that. I'll probably wait to see if there's an inverse, and then kind of same thing on here. There's no SMT to be seen, or is there? Matter of fact, I've actually marked that out wrong. That is not Asia lows. These are Asia lows here. These are Asia lows. So we've taken Asia lows on AS, but we haven't taken Asia lows on NQ. So a little SMT going on. This could be nice with ES being lagging. This could be nice to trade. No cap. This could be a really nice trade with the SMT. We'll just see. Like I said, I want that imbalance to be inversed, but ultimately we're gonna hop on stream for about 2 hours, see if we take anything. Let's go. Hello everyone, so time lapse of the stream today. I will slow it down once I get into a trade, but basically, like I said in the pre-market analysis, I was bullish, but as you can see, London highs and some more key highs got taken out before the macro, so I was like, fuck that, I'm going to look for shorts, and I guess you'll see in a moment the shorts we took. But if you haven't already, subscribe. I think we're on 1,000 by now, but if this video comes out and we're not on 1,000, subscribe. If we are on 1,000, still subscribe. And join the Discord, link in description. So, not really much more to say, apart from, let's just say, it was a choppy motherfucking day. Let's just get into the trade I took. Got someone like Jeff Nippard who thinks you should train to failure. And by no means am I like hating on both of them. Like I've taken advice that I've implemented into my trading from both. But if you're gonna just listen to science stuff, you're fucked. Like you're actually fucked because if you listen to every new study on, yeah. Oh, anyway, I'm gonna take a trade. Lol. Only long return of the Mac. Ah, shit. Let me trade, bro, let me trade. No, I'm not doing that shit. Fuck that. Sell. Right, we're going in a trade, lads. What the fuck? Can't be doing that shit. Hang on. 1 second. There's something about this that doesn't seem right. Hang on, chat. I'm not reading chat just for a moment, just because This is kind of, I'm actually checking to see if I can trade. It has inversed, but there's just something about this. There's just something about this, like, I don't know what it is. Alright. Right now I'm going to trade. I think we're all good to trade. Sell. Fucking put me in, man. Okay. We are in, god damn it. Imagine we just get stopped out instantly. Okay, we're in a trade. How's it going? How is it snowing? Not bad. I mean, join stream. I'm in trade right now. Return of the Mac. Return of the Mac. Return of the Mac. Uh. 45 motherfuckers are watching this. The pressure is on. Will we perform under the pressure? I don't know. Let's see what chat's got to say. Oh, who knows Nunya? Nunya's gonna pop in. Who remembers Nunya, guys? Who the fuck remembers Nunya? Looking decent. I hate it when chat says this shit because they just turn on me as soon as we go into the minuses. For real, they just be turning on me as soon as we go to minuses. If you followed your plan, it's a good trade. Yeah. I've followed my plan, but there's always doubt in your, you know, not in your mind specifically, but there's always a bit of doubt that's implemented into everyone's mind, a bit of fear. When you're in the market, there's always fear implemented into you. Like now, when you're in profit and then it just goes zip back up. It's like, will this one candle be the one that stops me out? Like, what? Halfway to stop loss. We might need to throw in a magnet. We might need to throw in a magnet. No, because people are going to like start getting wound up like, that's not going to do anything. Like, yeah, I get it, okay? I feel poop liquid brewing. What the fuck? Oh, my stop loss is getting absolutely shit on. Okay. Unlucky. Boom. Yo, we're having a comeback. The comeback is on. The comeback's on, chat. Yo, the comeback is happening. No, it's not. No, it's not. Trade lost. Yeah, I mean, there was literally nothing wrong with this trade in my opinion. Sup guys, so post-market analysis, obviously we ended up losing the trade. I don't think it was a bad trade, but we'll get into the analysis now. So, on NQ, because that's what we took the trade on, the daily was bullish, the 4 hour was just choppy, the 1 hour, as I said in the pre-market, I was looking for longs into these London highs. Even after we took the London highs, I was still contemplating taking longs. We took out these highs, I was like, we've taken out too many highs. I can't be taking longs now. So, basically, before the macro started, which I trade at 9.50 and onwards, before the macro started, we took out both of these highs. So, I couldn't long anymore. Obviously, we ended up being bearish, which I was bearish after we took out those highs. If we come on the 5 minute, we can see big fucking candle down on ES, which to be fair, I accidentally traded the wrong symbol, but they work hand in hand, so it's not that big of a deal. On ES, we had this inversion here with this, and then we made our way up into this fair value gap, which got tapped, as you can see. It got tapped nicely. Really nice rejection, which is why I'm not annoyed with this trade I took at all. And then once we got the rejection out of because remember I took the trade on NQ. Once we got the rejection out of this gap here, where was it? Once we got the rejection here, I ended up shorting here, stops up here, and, you know, we were targeting down there. Obviously, it didn't play out. There's nothing wrong with this trade. Obviously, I mean, it was just like completely dogshit price action. The only logical place I can see a draw to is these lows here, which is happening now, it's PM session now. It's just taking its time. So ultimately, it was a good live. We had like 47 people at peak viewerships, almost on 1,000 subs. By the time this is out, maybe we already have 1,000 subs. If you're not already, subscribe, join the Discord, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.